Before starting the planting season, and again at changeover between corn and soybeans, the configuration of your planter should be checked over. There are a number of mistakes that are commonly made that can bring issues to an otherwise successful planting season. Going through the full setup wizard carefully while reading the instructions on each page is the best way to avoid these problems. When setting up a split row planter, remember to first set the planter up as it is built, not as it is used. Double checking the implement width in the toolbox and implement tab will verify the planter is configured correctly or not. If the width is correct, the configuration is correct. Double check the cells per disc setting in the work condition and control tab and make sure it matches the seed discs that are installed in the planter. When loading seed, remember to use graphite and talc. If the seed treatment is excessively wet, more talc may be needed to absorb the moisture. If humidity is high, too much talc may cause buildup. Watch for debris, especially the first time the seed tender is started for the year. Another point to check is to open the distributor door under the seed hoppers and remove any seed treat buildup in and just above the distributor. If you are having bridging problems in the hopper, this may be the cause. Operators of planters with hydraulic downforce often question how to set it, especially when the planter is new to them. What is the proper setting? There is no magic number. This setting will depend on the soil conditions that you are planting into. The goal of hydraulic downforce is to plant at a consistent depth in changing conditions. Varying levels of prior crop residue, compaction from grain cart, combine, and other operations, and different tillage conditions all affect the ability of the row unit to maintain the proper planting depth. We want to set the downforce to overcome these challenges without introducing excessive compaction. Remember that compaction must be checked by hand behind the planter. When setting downforce, the following 4 factors should be considered. 1. Tillage condition. Is it shallow, deep, cloddy, mellow, hard no-till, mellow no-till? 2. Seedbed floor condition. In work ground, did the tool used for seedbed prep leave a level, smooth floor, or are there ridges and unevenness under the work soil? 3. Residue level in no-till and minimum till situations. And 4. Speed. The higher speed introduces more energy into the system that must be overcome with higher downforce settings. The percent of ground contact metric will show us the amount of time that the row unit gauge wheels are carrying some or any weight. The downforce setting needs to be high enough to keep the percent of ground contact in the high 90s. The margin metric is shown in the downforce summary. Margin should be thought of as what is available to instantly counter a rapid change. If soil conditions are consistent, less margin will be needed than if there are areas of compaction close to the surface. The percent of good ride metric indicates the amount of movement there is in the row unit. More downforce may help, but in rough conditions it might be an indication that the operator needs to reduce speed. Remember that if the ride is poor, even if the contact is good, the planting depth is likely inconsistent. And finally, remember to check on the ground. It's better to find the problems before the crop comes up. Get out and look behind the planter. Check for even seed depth, excessive compaction, good spacing, etc. If you have any questions, contact your Heartland Tractor support team. We hope you have a successful planting season.